Hi everybody, welcome back to a No Tag Tuesday. All right, these no tag questions are November questions, and they come from Roy from Roy's Recipes with Roy. I'm gonna get it out. Okay, so they're kind of hard questions, and I didn't answer them beforehand, so I'm kind of like, I prefer to go with this on the fly. I like being surprised myself. Honey can't do it with me tonight because he's off taking the boys to a function, so I thought I would go ahead and do this with you alone. This would normally be a night that we would cook together, but I thought I was going to go ahead and do this instead since we're alone. All right, number one. What's your favorite thing about November, the changing weather, the holidays, or something else? The weather kind of changes here in October a little bit. So I've already got the sweater on, and so I would have to say the holidays, because I start really feeling those butterflies in my stomach about the holidays coming up and preparing, and yeah, I start getting really excited about that. Number two, do you have any exciting plans or travel adventures lined up for November? If not, what's your dream November getaway? Not this year because, you know, I've had surgery fairly recently, so we didn't plan to travel anytime soon. But I have always thought that maybe spending not November, that would be nice, but Thanksgiving in Hawaii one day would probably be really nice, because I hear it's warm around that time of the year. So I don't know, that might be nice to go with the family and do that one year. All right, number three, how do you usually prepare for the upcoming holiday season? This year, because of the surgery, it's like, I have not really prepared much at all. I am trying to make it really easy on myself because of getting over surgery. So I'm just sending like one gift to our family as much as we can, and just one gift from us to them, rather than do the wonderful little, I like to get little gifts for things for everybody, you know what I mean, separate ones, and really personalize them. I kind of had to come to the realization that, you know, I just can't push it this time around, and I have to just give up the ghost and go, you know what, I just have to do what I can. So this year, I didn't get much time to prepare. I would like to ideally start preparing in January throughout the year, so that I don't really have to go shopping, you know what I mean, right before Christmas. And I did do that one year, and I was so surprised. I really impressed myself, but I never was able to do it again. I don't know what got into me that one year. I just had it together. I don't know. But all right, number four. What's a fall memory that always makes you smile or brings you joy? All right, that's kind of hard. I would have to say, not just one memory, but maybe, you know, anytime that we've had family or anybody else drop in for Thanksgiving, one year, we invited as many family members as we could. And boy, we really did it up that year. And ever since then, we wanted as many people to come out for Thanksgiving as possible. It's not a specific memory that I can remember. I don't know, if something pops up, I'll come back to it. But I would have to just say, you know, having people over. All right, number five, how do you stay active and engaged with outdoor activities as the days get shorter and colder? How do you stay active and engaged with outdoor? Yeah, if I was able to exercise, I would have to say riding my bike. I love riding my bike on cool, crisp evenings. And what I do is I put like Christmas lights all over my bike, and so I kind of ride, and it kind of catches, you know, people who are walking by. They're kind of like, ooh, you know, a little parade is coming over, and the kids are always pointing and stuff. But it's a nice way to let people know that you're coming, and also, you know, get other people in the festive mood. So I have a basket on the front of my bike, and I put little Christmas lights all around that as well. And it's just really kind of nice. But I'd have to say bike riding, and I do like walks in the morning as well. Number six, what are your favorite clothing items, colors, or styles to wear in the fall? I am pretty much a basic black person, so I wear black all the time. So I have to really push myself to get out of that framework. And it's just because the whole, number one, yes, I think it makes you look slimmer and that's always nice, but really I'm an introvert and I just really want to disappear most of the time. So I wear black. But during the holidays, I do tend to try to put some red in there and bring in red. And actually, since everybody's wearing holiday fare, I really don't feel like I'm standing out. I kind of feel like just wearing black all the time makes you stand out then, because everybody's wearing red and white and red and green and all this kind of stuff. So I feel like I blend in doing that. I do like red. Red would have to be one of my favorites, clothing colors. Styles, I would say I like boots, like the ones that come up. They look like riding boots, right? And I love that. They just keep you so warm. And I love sweaters. I love matching sweaters with everything. I just love the sweaters and the scarves of the fall. Number 7, do you celebrate Thanksgiving? Yes, we do. And if so, how do you typically spend the holiday? Any favorite dishes or family traditions? We try to spend it with family, with somebody to come over. I don't think anybody's going to come over this year. I think that everybody's kind of, so they got something going on. And so I'm not sure. Maybe I think that I need to just start praying to be able to, for God to send somebody for us to be able to spend it with them. Because it's just nice. Although we have spent it alone in the past, it's just nice to open up your home and have somebody else come by. One year, I think we were going out of town. I don't know if it was Christmas or Thanksgiving. I think it was Thanksgiving. And my honey said that he had a coworker at work who had hinted about how he was going to be alone, and and it would be nice to be invited, and my honey just had to say, I'm sorry, that we can't do it this year. And I feel really, really bad now, but because we couldn't invite him then. But I think definitely people who are going to be alone, if there's any chance to invite somebody that needs somewhere to go. I don't think anybody should be alone on those days. Let's see, favorite dishes and family traditions. The kids and I, we usually make like a thankful tree, and so we will make a big tree out of construction paper and hang it on the wall, and everybody will fill, and they'll get so many leaves to put on the tree, and they'll put on the tree, what they're thankful for. And I'll do that as well, so did Honey do it last year? I'm not sure. But anyway, we fill up the tree with all the thankful leaves, and it's just kind of nice to leave it up there until, December. So I guess that would be a tradition. A favorite dish? I would think one of my favorite dishes has been a rice pilaf that I made in the past. And it had cranberries and pine nuts and a really strong cardamom spice with it. It was so good. In fact, I might have it down in my playlist under sides. That was an amazing dish. I've made it since then. I absolutely love it. It's this, I don't know if I'll make it at this Thanksgiving. We usually make all the, the regular fare. I would have to say, for years and years and years, I tried every stuffing mix under the sun, and I would make chestnut stuffing, sausage and pear. I mean, you name it. I tried all of these different Williams-Sonoma stuffings, and I thought, I'm going to find a stuffing that is going to be our hand-me-down recipe that people are just going to ooh and ah over. And nobody would really eat them. Even, I did like a cornbread, red pepper stuffing one year. Nobody really cared for the stuffing. And my honey never cared for any of them. None of them. I remember making a roasted chestnut stuffing with beef or something. I don't know. I tried everything. And the one that he really, no matter what I made, he said, well, can we have some stovetop too? So that was really all he wanted, was some stovetop out of the box. So I stopped making all these fancy schmancy versions of stuffing and I just went to stovetop, and now that's all I do is I will do, so I guess that's a tradition, right? And it is a favorite dish. It's the stovetop stuffing, and I prefer the chicken flavor. Anyway, that's the kind of stuffing we have now, and that's the way it'll stay. Number 8, in many places, November marks the transition from autumn to winter. How does this seasonal shift influence your mood and activities? Yeah, I think we start looking for all of those venues out there, whether it's at the library or, the community in some other way where there's parades and all of that kind of stuff. I start looking for those and putting them on the calendar just to make sure that we get into the holiday spirit and we make the most of it. So yeah, it does shift. And once those things start happening, parades and all that stuff, we start, one thing that I have not done yet was ice skate. And I just know the first day I'm gonna get on those skates, I'm gonna bust an ankle or something. So I never do, but this year I won't because I don't want to bust all my internal stitches. But one day I probably will. I've never been ice skating and I would like to. There's a big rink out here they put up at a fancy mall, and that would be kind of nice. Number 9, are there any local or cultural celebrations in your region specific to autumn that you particularly look forward to each year? I kind of wish there were. I can't think of any at this point. The library does a lot of different cultural musical celebrations, and I always would like to try to make some of those if possible. So I'm going to have to take a look. Our library system we've got like 15 different libraries. It's amazing. And they have a wonderful park system and a library system here in this city. And so I'm going to have to look and see. I love different cultures and dance and music and the whole thing. I just love it. Number 10, NaNoWriMo is the National Novel Writing Month Challenge, where people challenge themselves to write a novel in the month of November. Have you ever heard of it? Would you ever consider doing any type of creative challenge like this? And what skill would the challenge test? Roy, you really thought of some good ones. All right. I have heard of it this month. Would I ever consider doing it? Probably not. Not until I was at least maybe, I want to say at least another 15 years older. Just the reason why is because my kids are so young and there's no time for me to write a novel in a month. I don't even know if I could read a novel in a month, let alone write it right now. But maybe, when they have other things to do and they've grown up more, I would probably love to spend time doing that. I don't know if I could do it. It sounds like a major feat. I think if I could do that, I think it would really challenge my determination, my focus, and just my creativity and determination to do it. I really do see that as a huge thing. I can write poetry. I'll write a poem now and then and stick it on my computer. And when I get enough of them, I will probably attach them with some photographs and try to publish that as a book. But right now, that's about all I can do. So, all right, that's it. That's all the questions. So anyway, I want to thank Roy for coming up with those amazing, very thoughtful questions. And I've got everybody down in the description bar if you want to go check out their answers for the November No Tag Challenge. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go for tonight. Thanks for spending Monday evening with me, and I will see you later.